Hello fellow survivors and welcome to the Ravine, a nice peaceful zone next to Mystery Lake and between Coastal Highway, which most people just pass through. And one of the most common questions I get about this area is, can you goat down to the ravine? And most people answer, no, you can't, because there's death walls all around. If you try to goat down, you just die. However, it is actually possible to goat down the ravine if you know the right place. And it involves starting from over here. Let me show you. Alright fellow survivors, I'm standing here by Ravine and I'm going to show you how to get down there via goating. So if you don't know where I am, over there is the rope anchor in the distance. Here is the railroad tracks, so you can't really miss it. This is coming from Mystery Lake back there, and this leads to Coastal Highway. Now the way to do it is from here, so to the right of these tracks, and it's really not that hard. There is a death roll here, but you just need to go over it. And the trick is pretty much to just go as high as possible. Below us right now is the cave that leads as a little that's next to the entrance to Bleak Inlet. So there's the cave, there's a carcass there. If you play Acid Sleep, there's a grave down there, and Bleak Inlet is through this frozen river. So how do you get down there then? Well, you basically got to go as high as you can. In fact, I probably go higher than what's needed. I just do it out of safety. So this probably is a more perfect way to do this than the way I'm doing it. But basically, you just gotta hug the wall here, get up here on this little snow slope here, and then get up high here as you can, and then you just pretty much hug the wall pretty much. So now we're up here on top of this thing, hug the wall like this, and you might fall down, but that's okay. You can actually fall down here too. Actually, maybe you don't even need to do this. Nah, you see, if you go the other way, you won't be able to make it up there. No. Okay, but as long as you are able to reach this ledge right here, this ledge, then you're fine. If you go below it, you can die. But if you go on this ledge right here, then you are good. Then you're high enough. And then you just kind of stay along this path. You can go down to this ledge too if you like. You know, nice and safe. And then you hug the wall, just stay up high here. And you want to make it over to that slope over here. And that's it. And that's pretty much it. Now you've pretty much done it actually. So there is some room for error here. It doesn't have to be precise. You just pretty much got to make your way over to the slope. And then you got to go down here, which you can just crouch if you like. Or you can do the sack way, which is like this, like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and so on. Or you just walk down and wing it. Just go down the slope is what matters. You most likely will get a sprain. Okay. Now once you get down here, there we are. Now you're down. You're going to go out to the left over here, and then you go through these trees and down through this little gap in the rock here. And now you are down in the ravine. However, you've actually entered the Bleak Inlet side, because this way there's nothing there. This actually is behind the loading screen to Bleak Inlet. So to actually get ravine, you have to enter Bleak Inlet first. As you approach this tree trunk thing here, you'll notice that once I get close, yeah, it says leave ravine, and boom, you go into Bleak Inlet. And now we're in Bleak Inlet. Okay, and then all you got to do is by Bleak Inlet, you go back through the ravine, and there we are. And that's how you go down to the ravine. That's how you get down here. So now here you are. No worries at all. It's not too complicated really. I don't think I would recommend doing it on one of your main runs without practice. So if you do want to do this, make sure you start a new run on Pilgrim or something like that, and then give it a few tries, and then it can be handy. If you don't want to risk it though, do it the old-fashioned way. Now before we go, it is actually possible, believe it or not, it is actually possible to goat up there as well. Yes, you can. And there's also a different route you can use to get there as well. You don't have to use the one I used. You can use a different one. If you do want to go up there though, that's beyond my capabilities. You should check out a YouTuber called Archimedes LP. He has a video on how to do that. And he also has a video showing the alternative route on how to go down here. So that's how you get down to the ravine. And that's it, fellow survivors. That is how you get down there. Here is the route visualized. And again, there is some room for error. I would recommend practicing it a few times before you do it, but it's perfectly safe and not too complicated to do, really. I will say, of course, that this could get patched in the future, so I don't take responsibility if suddenly this isn't a thing anymore. Just so you know that. With that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, survivors. Bye-bye.